It sounded like grenades that bad. It made a big echo, like this is a close range and there's nothing on this side, so you could hear all the hits hitting and hitting. I heard like probably 7 hits.
And we are getting some new information just into the newsroom. The breaking news we've been following for you all morning long. Police sources say at least one person has been arrested after that deadly crash in North Austin along southbound I-35. And the other breaking news that we're getting, Will, into the newsroom is that we also have sources that say preliminary evidence from these first responder sources say that it was an Amazon truck that caused that multi-accident.
The crash killed at least 5 people and injured 11 others, and this morning part of the interstate remains closed due to all the wreckage. This all happened last night at about 11:20 on southbound Interstate 35 between Howard and Palmer Lanes. So 12 hours of closures. According to first responders, 3 adults, 1 child, and an infant have died. 4 adults have life-threatening injuries. 3 children also got hurt, with 1 having potentially life-threatening injuries. 4 adults had minor injuries as well. We want to check in this morning with KXAN's Mercedes Hernandez, who has spent the better part of this morning talking to witnesses who saw all this crash happen. Mercedes, when you talked to them, how did they seem? Were they okay?
They did seem okay, but even hours after this initial crash, you can still tell that they were very much shaken up still. Now, it might not look like there's much behind me, but there were 17 vehicles involved in this crash, a lot of cars involved. That means a lot of people inside of those cars as well. Now, the witnesses that we spoke with, they described just kind of a scene of chaos. There were cars crushed like aluminum cans, and at times they saw people even just lying on I-35, something they told us that they never thought they would ever encounter. Now, we heard from Edgar Vieira. He lives in San Antonio but was passing through this part of town last night. He says once the crash happened, he and a few other people that had been driving stopped and ran over to help the people that were trapped inside of their cars. He says that there were fumes everywhere. You could hear screaming in some of the footage that we took overnight. Now, this was Vieira's harrowing account of what he experienced when he rushed to help a family that was driving from Dallas to Mexico for spring break that got caught in this crash.
And just started to see what could I do? What could I do? I saw a person on the floor. I saw a baby on the floor. I saw family members in a car. I got to help out a kid that he was stuck with his dad, and his grandma was passed away. So I told the kid, I convinced the kid to get out because there was a lot of fumes out there. So I told him, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. He didn't want to leave. So I went and touched the father, and he moved his hand. So I was like, okay, I can try to get him out. So I got this blood on me. I got to try to pull him out. I was trying to pull him out.
Vieira says that what he saw last night will stick with him for some time, and I think something that really stuck with me in that interview was just how shaken up, and you can still hear that desperation in his voice. He really wanted to help those people out. He did say that he was able to get those people out with the help of EMS once they were on the scene.
Mercedes, you cannot help but feel for all those families and the witnesses who saw all this happen, but we just learned a few moments ago that Austin police are trying to make some resources available to people who saw all this. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that is something new that just came in the last half hour, so I'm going to read it for you now. APD said that anyone needing victim services regarding last night's crash here in the 12900 block of North I-35 to please call 512-974-5037. We will, of course, have that information for you on our website as well. They're going to have victim services counselors available for help for anybody who witnessed this crash or experienced it themselves. We even saw a couple of people seeming to go back into one of their cars this morning with the help of the cleanup folks that were out here earlier. They were able to get some stuff and kind of head out, but I mean a lot of people, a lot of cars involved in this crash. A lot of time that it's going to take to recover.
Mercedes semis obviously involved in that crash. I could see one behind you. Some sources from first responders are telling our team that it was the Amazon truck that caused this wreck. Is that truck still on the scene from what you could tell?
Actually, no, and I'm going to ask our videographer Christian to maybe pan over if he can a little bit. I see him unhooking the tripod and kind of panning over. This is where that tractor trailer had been. It is now gone. They just took it away maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago. You can see that they're still cleaning up. That street sweeper truck is going back, sweeping back over the debris. They just hauled it off a little bit ago. I did speak with the owner of the truck that was hauling that Amazon trailer. And they did tell me that they weren't able to make contact with the driver as of our phone call earlier this morning, but that they are aware of this crash.
Mercedes Hernandez reporting live there for us in North Austin. Thanks so much for this update. Now, since the main lanes of southbound I-35 are expected to stay closed, the Texas Department of Transportation announced this morning that State Highway 130 can be used as an alternate route. TxDOT also shared that those tolls are being waived from State Highway 45 to US 290 East.
Going in depth, construction in that part of I-35 is a massive project, and the project is to add more lanes and bridges, 3 phases of this project, north, central, and south. Now, 2 years ago is when it started. It's called the I-35 Capital Express Project. It's going to add 1 high occupancy vehicle HOV lane each direction along I-35 from 45 north down to US 290 east. That construction does add to the congestion in that area. The construction is expected to be complete by 2029, and it costs $606 million once it is complete.